Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don channel. We're here off of Searles and Las Vegas Boulevard, turning north onto Las Vegas Boulevard, approaching Four Master Lane. Done a lot of videos of our time up and down Four Master, so feel free to check those out in our video library. I don't know if I'll be able to get in there today. They've been cutting off access in there. There's a lot of unhoused, unsheltered homeless folks in this particular area. There's a lot of community centers, community assistance centers, and things of that nature in here, so they try and help folks out. City of North Las Vegas right there in front of us. This is Owens here. Had a lot of requests to come up here to Owens and Main Street, and that's the intersection right here in front of us at Owens and Main Street. So here we are. It's something called the Shade Tree right there on the southwest corner. We'll pause it here for a moment. Got the green light here at Main Street. So we're going to turn southbound on Main. Here in downtown Las Vegas, just north of downtown actually. See all the folks lining both sides of Main Street here. And I can't, yep, they've got it blocked off. So the homeless back there live in a gated community. If you can imagine that. Living in a gated community. But they line the streets here. So we come up here to the Paiute Indian Reservation up here on the right. Nuwu Cannabis Shop. Cool! Carton of Cools, 94 something, and Virginia Slims, $114 for a carton of Virginia Slims. Wow, thank goodness I stopped smoking. I would smoke a pack a day back when I smoked up until 2004. Pack a day, so it'd last me 10 days. So at those prices, $100. This moped appears to be disabled or something. Make this right here onto Washington. And then we're going to go up here to A Street, which is the beginning of the letter streets here just west of downtown as we approach the historic west side of Las Vegas here. Make a left here onto A Street, A for Alpha. Maya Angelou. Named after, or dedicated, I guess, because it's in brown. So I'm guessing that's what the brown means. We'll pause it here for a moment. And there's a material recovery facility here. It looks like it might be a recycling plant, maybe. And that would explain the presence of a lot of these folks over here. Off of Washington and A Street, the interstate right there. Interstate 15, that is. Major north-south interstate arterial highway. Traveling from northeast of San Diego and east of LA all the way up to the Canadian border in Montana. So we'll try and cross here. See the folks lining A Street here, just north of Washington. Community in here, it looks like. I'm not sure where they're getting their water. Their food is usually provided by these community assistance centers that are right in here. Neon Sign Company. You can see that one sticking out above the tree line there on the horizon. Although nowadays they use LED more than they do neons, I'm pretty sure. Saves on the electrical bill. Neon can be expensive to run. I didn't thought purple neon was like toxic or something. Can't use purple neon. So here we go. here on Owens, just west of Main Street. That's the Union Pacific Railroad line right there in front of us. Folks hanging out underneath the overpass, seeking shelter from the sun. Oh, he's in the crosswalk there. Okay. Skyview Pines Family Apartments, it says there. Not sure that this looks like much of a family neighborhood in here. We're going to make this right onto Stocker here. Folks hanging out in here off of Stocker. There's a lot of folks that come over here and do charity work for them. They give them supplies and things like that, but a lot of these folks, from the stories I've heard from people, they just want cash. I'm trying to give them food and water and stuff like that, and they just want cash. All of this in the shadow of multi-billion-dollar casino resorts here in downtown Las Vegas off of Fremont Street there. I'm going to turn it around. Okay. Yeah, there's an old Toyota Celica right here on the right. Right there. Had some friends that had some of those back in the day. So continue back southbound now towards Owens. Street signs are blue in here, so that leads me to believe we're in the city limits of North Las Vegas on this side of Owens. As you can see, so yeah, it looks like someone's giving away food and stuff there out of that Honda. Right there, the sign says prohibited within public right-of-way on sidewalk or sidewalk. No sitting, lying, camping, etc. Does not look like that's being adhered to. Come back up here to A Street and we'll turn back around. Here on Owens, approaching Main Street, the Union Pacific Railroad line going overhead there. And you have a Salvation Army up here, right here on the right, provides a lot of food and assistance to these folks. But I'm always afraid one of them's going to jump out in front of the car. There's the Salvation Army there. But they have other community assistance centers in here as well. Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. The Boulevard of Broken Dreams, really, in here, in my opinion. This is going to bring us up here to Main Street. We'll make a right onto Main Street. Going southbound now on Main Street. We'll get in the other lane. Just don't want anything to happen. You can see the folks on both sides of the street here, lining both sides of the street. All in the shadow of these multi-billion-dollar casino resort hotels there downtown. Wow. So once more back by the Paiute Indian Reservation, 54.15 for some sort of generic cigarettes there, 70.40 for a carton of some other generic brand I've never heard of. I used to smoke Marlboros back in the day. And then I switched to new popes. Smoked some popes back in the day. And we go right here onto Washington. And all of this stays out of the eye, the public eye of the tourism down here on Fremont Street. For the most part, some of these folks end up down there on Fremont. And typically security down there will usher them out. I've seen that in quite a few of the videos here down on Fremont Street, here on the Vegas Dawn channel. Up here to D Street. No, we can't make a left there, okay? And this is the historic west side of Las Vegas right here in front of us, all around us. Here among the letter streets, this is H Street right here we're approaching, where we'll make a left. Painted arrow in the lane said that both of these lanes could turn left, but there's not a dedicated left turn arrow. That's not confusing. If you like drone videos, check out vids from Mike, VIDSFROMMIKE. Does an awesome job here of sunrise and sunset drone videos. Also, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe to us. It really helps recommend us to other viewers, and it absolutely helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. We wait our turn. Oh, that's right, I don't have a turn lane, huh? Someone's honking their horn, I don't know why. So we cross Morgan here. Oh gosh, there's like glass all over the place in front of me here. Shoot. Hope I'm okay. This is Gerson Avenue here. And we're about to cross McWilliams. We'll make a left here onto McWilliams. A lot of history behind McWilliams. I am fairly confident that one of the pillars of our community, 7-Eleven man, will help us out with that history. Pretty sad history, actually. As we come up here to G Street, where the G's live. Back over here to F Street. And again, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. And we will see you again on one here on the Vegas Dawn channel, where what happens in Vegas stays here on the Vegas Dawn channel on YouTube. Always remember, it is the journey here. We'll see you next time, folks.